You're appearing here today.
By special appearance.
I understand what you're doing and what you're trying to do. It's not going to help you a single bit in court to try to play these games.
The child subject matter jurisdiction for and on the record.
Okay, what does that mean?
Overstand.
You just determined to use different words and be difficult, aren't you? Good morning. Are you Nasir Brown?
I'm not here today on special appearance.
I'm sorry. Speak up so I can hear you.
Here today
You're appearing here today.
by special appearance.
Okay, what is your name?
I'm a third party intervener on behalf of artificial legal entity Nasir Brown.
Okay. At one point in your at some point in your life prior to being this third party, were you Nasir Brown?
No.
You're not him.
I'm a third party intervener.
So here's the thing. If you don't tell me your name, I'm going to put you in custody for not cooperating this morning. I'm not going to hold on. I understand what you're doing and what you're trying to do. It's not going to help you a single bit in court to try to play these games.
That's relative.
So are you Nasir Lewis Brown, or have you been him at some point in your life or not?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to call you by Mr. Brown because I'm not going to say all the words that you just said, because you have now identified yourself as Nasir Lewis Brown. And so, Mr. Brown, this is your initial appearance, and you have two cases. And cause number 26, I just asked you not to speak over me. So here's the thing, Mr. Brown. I'm going to be very patient.
The child subject matter jurisdiction for and on the record.
Your challenge of the subject matter jurisdiction is overruled. Let me go through what I need to go through, okay? So this is your initial appearance, your first day in court. I'm required to go through what you're charged with by indictment. In cause number 26, DCCR 03322, you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation from February 16th of 2026. And then in cause number 26, DCCR 0323, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of injury to a child, and that's from February 16th of 2026. And so since you have made bond and got out of jail on your cases, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
It's been up and down.
Speak up so I can.
Up and down.
It's been up and down?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Brown, is I'm just like everyone else. I'm resetting your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire a lawyer. You need to try to get someone hired before the next court date. If you do, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? I'm sorry?
Overstand.
Say it again.
Overstand.
You overstand?
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean?
Overstand.
Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
I'm blind.
You'll oblige?
I'm blind. Yeah.
Okay. You just determined to use different words and be difficult, aren't you?
No.
Okay. So as a condition of your bond, did you have a condition that you were not to have any contact or communication with the complaining witnesses in each of these cases, right? Okay. And so I want to make sure you understand the importance of that, and that if you do have any contact or communication with either of them, it would be a violation of that bond condition. If I find out, your bond would be raised and you would go back to jail. Do you understand that as well?
Overstand.
You overstand.
Same thing.
I'm going to guess that overstand is even better than understand. So you definitely know what I'm talking about, right? So we don't have any miscommunication today. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to have you step in front of the clerk. You're going to sign a reset notice so you know when to be back in court, and take care of those things before the next court date. All right, step in front of the clerk.
A courtroom hearing in 2026 quickly went viral after a man refused to answer even the simplest questions in a normal way. From the very beginning, the atmosphere inside the courtroom felt tense and unusual. The judge calmly asked the man to identify himself, but instead of giving a direct answer, he claimed he was making a special appearance and described himself as a third-party intervener on behalf of an artificial legal entity. His strange wording immediately confused the courtroom, but the judge appeared to recognize what was happening. The man seemed to be using tactics commonly associated with the so-called sovereign citizen movement, a group of people who often attempt to challenge the authority of courts and governments using complicated legal language and unconventional arguments. The judge remained patient and tried to keep the hearing under control. She told the man directly that she understood what he was trying to do and warned him that these legal games would not help him in court. After repeatedly avoiding the question, the man finally admitted that he had at one point been known as Near Lewis Brown. From that moment on, the judge referred to him simply as Mr. Brown and continued with the hearing. However, every time she attempted to explain the legal process, he interrupted her with phrases like subject matter jurisdiction on the record, attempting to challenge the court's authority. Each interruption made the tension inside the courtroom more noticeable, but the judge consistently overruled his objections and pushed forward. As the hearing continued, the judge explained the serious criminal charges against him. One case involved felony assault related to family violence, specifically allegations that he had impeded someone's breathing or circulation. The second charge involved injury to a child. Both incidents were tied to events that allegedly occurred in February 2026. Despite the seriousness of the accusations, the man continued speaking in vague and confusing ways. When the judge asked whether he had tried to hire a lawyer, he responded only by saying things had been up and down. Even so, the judge gave him 30 days to find legal representation and instructed him to meet with multiple attorneys if he could not afford one immediately. But the moment that truly made the hearing go viral came near the end of the exchange. The judge asked a simple question that is routine in almost every courtroom: "Do you understand?" Instead of answering normally, the man replied with a single word: "Overstand." The judge paused, visibly confused, and asked him what that meant. But he continued repeating the same word. The judge sarcastically responded that overstand must apparently mean something even stronger than understand. The awkward exchange instantly transformed the hearing into an unforgettable internet moment, with viewers fascinated by the bizarre clash between courtroom procedure and unconventional anti-government ideology. Before ending the hearing, the judge issued one final warning. She reminded the man that he was forbidden from contacting the alleged victims and explained that violating the conditions of his bond could send him back to jail. Then she asked one final time if he understood the instructions. Once again, the man answered with the same strange response: "Overstand." With that, the hearing finally came to an end, but the unusual courtroom exchange had already become one of the internet's most talked about legal moments.